You can go on air with that.
Good.
What we need is a producer to run all this while we... We gotta start making that part of the class for Mr. Nye, so people have to come, volunteer to work the pod.
Here we go.
You are listening to the New Holstein Sports Podcast, known otherwise as the NH Pod, coming to you from the closet, where we discuss Husky sports and the biggest topics in the sports world. So get ready to be educated.
And they just do the most unbelievable things. They'll do the popular dance move with the dab.
They'll dab?
They dab. They dabble in the dab.
Enthused.
Last night, I said something, some guy on our team made a sweet move, and I said, as sweet as relish. I don't know where that's from. I don't know, what that comes out of, but that came out of my mouth.
Coach.
He's the genesis of why we're maybe doing this, because we heard people get rowdy about him on the internet. And I'm willing to bet, besides maybe Latvia or New York City, New Holstein has per capita the highest percentage of Porzingis fans per capita.
And hyped.
Let me just explain here. I hate Alabama, okay? I could have elaborated, but I kept it at hate.
I hate the Alabama.
I hate Roll Tide, no. Welcome, Pod Fam. This is the Pod Squad. Today we'll bring you our best knowledge regarding circulating topics in the sports world. I'm the hype man.
I'm the brain.
I'm the life coach.
I'm the enthusiast, and this is
The Pod.
Hey, folks, welcome to a special edition of the pod. Here we're going up on a Thursday, not a normal Tuesday. Hurricane, winter storm, Kayla got in the way, so we didn't have school on Tuesday. So now we're coming live during a Thursday, and this will forever be in the history of New Holstein podcast known as Episode 9, The Pod Wars.
Woo!
Scott, you want to explain why this is called The Pod Wars? You're the one who is most jaded about this thing right now.
So, for some odd reason, some other so-called, I don't even know what to call them.
Synergy.
The nerds of the school.
Easy. Don't get fired.
Come on.
That's what they said. That's what they said. Decided to start a science podcast. Now, okay, to be honest, it is pretty cool, but I would never watch that.
I don't know. We'll find out. They'll find out how many people.
So this is the Pod War. They're currently
Episode 9, Pod War.
Apparently,
I've got the live stream up now, so we'll get constant updates.
Turn that off.
Hey.
Apparently, okay. Don't go listen to theirs, folks. If you wanna watch us, we're live on NFHS Network. Right there. Yeah.
Not the best setup quite yet, but we're working on that. This is our first trial run here with the video.
So all you gotta do is go on NFHS Network, create a free account, just give them your email, search New Holstein High School, and we'll be right on there. It's pretty legit. I mean, you can watch us, you'll hear everything the same. So yeah.
And we got a heck of a show today, Skylar. You want to give us a rundown about what's happening today? Let the people know what they can expect.
Yep. So we're gonna get back into our Husky sports. Big game tonight against Kiel.
Boo.
NCAA basketball with the enthusiast back here finally decided to come on the podcast today.
We were going to be one short, but he called in a favor here to the people above. And
Thanks, Mom.
He did not want to miss it. This goes out to Brady's mom right now. Like, his eyes, when he saw that we were about to go on the pod and he was going to have to leave, he was destroyed inside. Yeah. So thank you for letting him come on. You made his day for sure.
Yeah. Also, we're gonna touch a little bit in the NBA. We're going to go down to the X Games, this past weekend. A little bit of the NHL, thoughts on the All-Star game. And then we have a special segment this week, Cloth Talk, with our man Tyler Vixmer back there.
New segment.
Yeah, and that's going to be epic.
Yeah, we can all.
Yeah, you got to stick around for that. And then we're going to get into the NFL, because this is our Super Bowl edition. And we're going to talk about, our predictions for the game, some people retiring, and we're going to get into little things that are better than watching the Pro Bowl, ranking some Super Bowls, and then more about Super Bowls. We'll get into that later. And then finally, we're ending the show with the worst ways to lose in the playoff. And let me tell you, folks, that is literally the best. You're going to want to stick around for that.
The best and the worst at the same time.
Because it's the worst ways to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're going to have fun is the best part of it. But the people who probably lost.
We're pounding you with info today.
Just buckle up,
Hey,
folks.
At this podcast, we're not going to fact check every
No,
single
we-
statement we make,
No.
but 97% of the time it's true. So
97% of the time, we're right every time.
yeah,
Exactly. Well, boys basketball tonight. Again, a huge game against arch rival Kiel.
Oh,
The
we hate the
borderline
Kiel.
battle. It's in Kiel tonight, folks. Go out there, support the Huskies. Last week, the Huskies won all 3 games, scored 90 in 2 games. Really impressive.
Yeah.
The competition, you could say, was not up there, but yet still, it's good to get those wins and score 90 points.
Oh, sorry. We were a bit distracted. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
you can-
we're taking
okay,
a break to
yeah, but
stream. Look at the science pod.
Unbelievable.
okay. Hey, easy. All right, we're gonna get back to Huskies basketball here.
I think
A great week last week.
great week last week.
but
We were expected to win.
yeah,
all
we
three
were
of those
expected to
games,
win all
but, I
those
mean,
games.
To score
Very
90
weak,
points.
weak
in,
teams.
90 points in 2 of those games. That's pretty impressive. That's got to be a good sign for the offense there.
Yeah, I think it's a confidence booster. Just talking to the guys, talking to Coach Hirth a little bit. They understand they were a little bit of weaker opponents, but sometimes it's good just to get firing on all cylinders and score some baskets. And I think, coming into this now a more difficult section of our schedule with conference, it might be a good setup, to go out and play well against Kiel. Because the last game, they did not play as well against Kiel as they would have liked to. And, Coach Hirth talked about that in the interview he did with Scott Nye, a.k.a. the Pod Master. On the pod, or
Yeah.
they did an interview, and so like I said, they didn't play as well as they'd want to. And I think tonight's going to be definitely a different story.
Right, and a reflection after those past couple of games, the distribution of scoring was not 1 to 2 people. It was 4 or 5. So I think if our starters tonight, each of them puts up 10 points or anything of that matter, bench play, I think we're going to win tonight. So
Yeah, I agree.
and we got a rebound. Rebound is huge
Yeah,
against Kiel.
Yeah, I got a chance to talk with Nolan Byrne before, and he said that they have to control the boards because the big man, Nemuth and Garrett, are just animals down the paint. So if they can get those offensive boards, even defensive boards, they're going to be close in this one. And then he also told me that they're going to look to try to open the lane more so they can get more people cutting and easier baskets, get the big guys out towards the three-point arc. So
Yeah, I agree. That's going to be a big thing. So, anyways, it's a big night for the Huskies. We don't really need to talk much more about that, I don't think. We got a big night tonight. They got to get a big conference win. We talked about that for weeks on the pod.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think tonight to start that ball rolling.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we got a tough schedule. I was looking at the schedule that we have had. I believe we have Ron Colley again. We have Valders.
TR.
And TR, yeah. So those
And
are all
Falls.
very tough teams. I think we can beat them all, and we got to prove something in this EWC.
Yep.
Agree. Tough basketball conference.
So now we're going to hit more basketball.
Oh, NCAA men's
NCAA. So, first thing we got on our list, if anyone ever has a chance to just watch an Arizona State game, they call it the curtain of distraction.
It's out of control.
It's just beyond words nutty. Michael Phelps, folks, for all you guys that don't know Michael Phelps, he won a lot of Olympic gold medals.
Like the
swimming.
most, I think, in history of swimming.
Yeah.
I'm not fact-checking that.
Maybe
but
it's like
almost
36, 37. We don't fact check.
I'm 97% sure that
Right on.
he won the most medals for swimming ever.
So yeah,
Or the most medals ever. I don't know.
So like what they do is they have the curtains closed and then they'll open them up and someone will jump out, and it was Michael Phelps last week with his gold medals on and no shirt on and his Speedo, and the guy missed the free throw. So
The curtain of distraction. And then, I saw a high school team, they fake birthed the child.
yeah.
I wonder what the WIAA would think of that.
Yes, Phyllis, if you're listening.
Look up what tweet about what the WIAA would do for the curtain of distraction.
Yes.
I would love to have that in our gym. We can't do it because of the the way our bleachers set up. I geeked out. Like, I was rolling after looking at that. And then actually, nothing to do with the game. I just was watching, like, Michael Phelps with his gold medals and his Speedo just going bananas. Because what's behind the curtain of distraction?
Yeah.
All sorts of distracting
Did
things.
the guy make his free throws?
No, he missed him.
He missed.
Oh,
Well, he
were
missed
you
the
not
one.
sure?
He missed the one that he jumped out on. So that's all that matters.
Okay.
distracted.
So yeah.
On to Bucky.
Oh,
4 of 5.
Woo!
We're back.
We are back.
A lot of quality wins there, too.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Indiana is a huge, and we're gonna hit up on them a little later. But Indiana was a huge win last week. Very big win. Indiana's playing very well right now.
Tough B-ball.
And now we got Ohio State tonight. I'm picking Bucky as I usually would. I just think Ethan Happ coming on to play.
What is he starting to do, Brady?
He's starting to play defense. Woo!
What we talked about all this time.
Happ's starting to play defense. He's rebounding. Nigel's just playing. You know, he's been playing good all year. Jordan Hill stepping up.
Shoey's bringing in
Shoei, Iverson, those guys, everyone's stepping up.
Who needs
and
to step up? Those Koenig.
True. You're
He's
right.
not a bad player.
Yep.
And you know, it's an adjustment. You know, everybody's like, he played so well last year. He also had a lot better cast around him last year.
Right.
But I still think he's a quality player.
He
I
needs
think he
to
needs to step up.
By now, he should almost mold into the offense where he knows what his role is. You know. Yeah. So, and one thing about the Badgers go to the free throw line the most out of anyone in the Big Ten Conference, and they make the most free throws as well.
That's always been a Bo Ryan. Now Greg Gardner.
Nigel Hayes leads the way in that
system.
category. So,
so who do we got tonight, guys? Brady's taking
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, first
Scott.
I want to say that the Badgers have a great opportunity because tonight they play Ohio State, but then next week, might be next week or this weekend, I'm not exactly sure. We don't fact check once again.
97% sure this is right.
Yeah. But anyway, they play Nebraska next. You know, Nebraska, pretty decent team, but still they
almost
could.
handed Maryland a loss
Right.
last night.
True.
been
So did
sweet.
Wisconsin.
True.
We hate the Diamond
So
Stone.
honestly, though, the
They
Badgers
play
can win.
Nebraska next week.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so the Badgers. Thank you, Brain.
There's the brain fact check.
Yeah, at least the brain has us.
So-
I'm the only one that does that on this show.
So the Badger. So if the Badgers win these two, what would it be? 7-game winning streak, 6-game winning streak.
They're 4 out of 5 now.
No.
They won 4 straight. They're
Yeah,
going
they've
for
won
going
four
for
straight.
5.
We're going for 5 tonight.
5
Okay,
tonight.
so
That'd be
realistically, they
six
could get
in a row.
6 if they won. That'd be great because they got some tough final games: Maryland, Michigan State, Iowa, Minnesota,
I would love
Those
to
are
beat
all
the
on the
Diamond
road.
Stone.
all on the road. And well, Michigan's at home on a Sunday, but still
Yeah.
tough games though.
Yep. So.
Well, now should we do predictions?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brady's got
Yep.
Bucky.
Yep. I got Bucky.
Bucky if they play defense.
Ethan Happ will play defense.
All right.
Brady
I
loves
can't.
the Ethan Happ.
I do.
I can't
love
go against.
Hap.
I can't go against Bucky.
No, we gotta go
Yeah.
with Bucky. Vix, who you got?
Yeah, Vixie.
I got Bucky rolling on.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's Vix. He's getting the first mic talk in tonight.
So now it's been 167 weeks, which equivalates to 8 seasons, folks, since Duke has not been ranked. Duke is not ranked, folks, and the rest of their schedule, I
Thank
saw it the
you.
other night, it looks brutal. Now,
Good.
if they can only win half those games, I don't know what their tournament push looks like. And same with the Kentucky Wildcats
That's
losing
your
the other
team.
night. I know, losing to Tennessee. Yet Kentucky and Duke, the NIT final.
That would
Could it be a thing?
Would people watch the NIT?
Oh, I would if those two are in it.
I know, and like to be honest, Hoffy has been hanging his head all week.
Yeah.
I see him walking around just distraught because he doesn't know what it's like to have his dookies.
I guess he's a new fan of the Science Pod, so maybe that's why.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. We did two on this pod.
we
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Who this man?
Billis, all those dookies out there just got to be hating their life. What's Coach K doing?
Yeah, he's sick.
Yeah.
He didn't make the game the other night against Georgia Tech because he was sick. So
Wow, really?
Well, at least I didn't get.
he's
an
sick of
update.
losing, is what it
Sick of
is.
losing.
Yeah.
What's he sick with? Sick of losing. But it is. It's just like in. I don't remember. I mean, like, Dookies are always there. This is like kind of a new, and Kentucky as well.
Yeah.
But we've talked about it on the pod numerous weeks. Like this is kind of a weird year for basketball.
it is.
and it's an exciting year.
I think we have it on the agenda. Like we got the ACC and the Big 12 because arguably I think those two conferences
Toughest
have
conference.
the best two teams. Like Jay Billis said, North Carolina. I know they lost to Louisville the other night, but I still think that North Carolina is in the top 3, as well as Mr. Billis thinks Kansas, but I think not. I think Oklahoma.
Yep.
Buddy
uh-huh.
buckets, folks.
Yeah, they've really proven themselves.
Holy Christmas trees. He has a chance to win the Wooden, the Naismith, win it all over Simmons.
Simmons.
Like,
The number 1 draft pick of the NBA.
yeah.
Yeah, hashtag
Buddy
suck
Hield
for
having a
Simmons.
great
Yeah,
year.
everybody's tanking for him.
Yeah.
But now, we got to talk about this, and Augie will love it. West Virginia had a quality win.
At Iowa State.
Yes.
Iowa State against
I know.
Cyclones. Not many people go into Des Moines and win.
Yeah, I know. It's Ames, Nielsen.
I know. I'm fact checking.
No. I
gonna
know.
say Des Moines
So,
forever.
like, yeah, last week, Kansas.
Isn't it near Des Moines?
It might be. I couldn't tell you. But
Look up Ames.
last week, Kansas goes Iowa State and then loses. And then West Virginia comes to Kansas State, or comes to Iowa State and wins. Like, I don't understand. And then, like, Iowa State loses Texas A&M. They're just, it's right now it's about being hot or not. Like, teams like Texas A&M, Indiana, and Oklahoma, they're hot right now.
They are.
Like, you know, I don't know.
It's always
Oh,
changing.
and Oregon, I forgot to mention. They're
Yeah,
hot
this
too.
is what this makes the season great because it's always changing. Everybody's losing. Like we said, Iowa State just lost at home. I don't know. This is going to be probably the best year ever.
Yeah, for March
honestly.
Madness.
I'm
great.
going to love it. I can guarantee
yeah.
that.
Yep, it's going to be a nifty.
I'm looking up Ames, Iowa right now, folks, and it is probably nowhere near Des Moines, so I'm way off. First fact check ever. But that's the 0.3 or the 3% I'm wrong.
All right, so now we want to move into our next the highest level of basketball, the association.
The association, yes.
So, Tyronn Lue.
Yeah, Colin, didn't you put this up there?
He's
I did.
like, what is this?
Colin, tell us about this. What is going on? Tell the people out there about this.
I mean, Tyronn Lue recently took over interim head coach for David Blatt, who got fired by the Cavs
Randomly.
very randomly. I was shocked. I was like, what? I'm speechless.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he takes over. He's coached all but probably 3 games, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, he's going to be the coach for the Eastern All-Stars.
Did they just name
What?
the top team going in?
Yeah, right?
They must.
Hey,
How do they
but
decide that?
Speak of the Cavs.
I thought Pop was the coach of the Western, though.
Yeah,
He's-
no, the Cavs lost the other night to the Spurs.
Go
No, they
Spurs.
beat the Spurs.
They beat the- yeah, the
they
Cavs beat the Spurs.
Yeah, the Cavs beat the Spurs. What am I
I
talking
think
about?
Tyronn Lue's actually he's been a decent coach for these games that he's coached. Like,
Well, yeah,
the
because
Cavs
he's-
have been scoring over 100 points in like every game.
Nielsen, I don't know about the Spurs anymore.
Just have faith in Pop.
Okay, all right.
Always have faith.
In Pop. He's a puppeteer.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah, but how about Steph Curry last night putting up 51?
He might be the best shooter we've ever seen.
11
in the NBA.
threes. Holy
Yeah, geez.
cow.
He was like,
one shy of
my
a
buddy
record.
was texting me, Teddy Coos. He's probably not listening. Wish he was.
Teddy.
Sweaty Uncle Teddy, we call him.
Sweaty Uncle Teddy.
And we were texting about the game last night. And Curry was 7 for 8 on threes with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. 7 for 8 in the first quarter. That is out of hand. He might be the best shooter in a long time that we've ever seen. But now, I still don't understand why Tyronn Lue is named. Like, there's much more deserving coaches in the East
Uh-huh.
to get named. I mean, I know there's a few new coaches out there, but come on.
I mean, yeah, he's only coached like
Brad
5,
Stevens.
6 games.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, he's been a pretty good coach in those games. But
Well,
still,
yeah.
I don't think he deserves
Yeah,
to be
no,
the coach
like,
of the
he just
Eastern
started
All-Stars.
coaching. Why you, yeah.
Yeesh.
I think Pop should coach both the Western and the Eastern teams because I think he could do it. Just bring Phil Jackson out to coach the East.
Yes.
Did Porzingis make the All-Star team?
I don't think so.
I'm not watching.
No.
Maybe
But
next year.
I saw something on ESPN the other day. Porzingis and Karl Anthony Towns have been the only two voted for Rookie of the Year every month. So it's just going to be between those two,
Yeah,
like we talked about, the
talked-
Rookie of the Year.
You know, you probably heard that first on the pod.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You,
Uh-huh.
heard it, you heard it from us first.
Oh,
you
yeah,
heard it
easily.
here.
Just no reason why
You
you
hit it,
didn't
dude?
hear from us. So we got the All-Star game coming up. What is that? In a couple weeks here?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I believe so.
I'm not.
I mean, I don't know if I'll
it's-
watch it. I'm gonna watch that dunk contest
And the celebrity game.
Yeah, they
yeah,
just
and
named
and the skills too.
They just named the dunk contest participants
Yeah,
today
Will
or yesterday.
Barton, I heard, was one of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I, couldn't
I
remember the
just
names.
saw that on my
I mean,
Twitter
the,
feed.
The All-Star
I'll
game
quickly
is
fact check it.
the
Don't
All-Star
worry.
game is literally just a bunch of alley-oops and no defense being played. So
True.
I mean,
Just like in semi-pro last night. Mama told me the alley oop. Flint Tropics Mega Bowl, Vicks.
All right. Unbelievable. We got some trade. What do we think about the trade? Rumors in the NBA. Some big.
I heard
did
that-
you, did you guys hear about Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook
Yes,
to the
Mike- Going to the Lakers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after the season.
I know.
No.
You didn't hear about that?
No.
I saw that.
Westbrook's not a free agent, is he?
No, he will be. Didn't we?
Well, I know Durant will be. I didn't know that.
Is so others may live.
I knew Iceberg Slim
I'm willing
was,
to do whatever it takes.
but I didn't know that. What? Seriously?
Yeah, apparently.
So they're going to tank, get Ben Simmons, and then acquire Westbrook and Durant?
Holy franchise.
Yeesh.
Yeah, I heard.
I've
that's-
seen crazier things
As
happen
long
in
as,
the NBA.
as long as they got
Yeah.
old Yeezy, they're good.
I was-
Nick Young.
Swaggy
Swaggy
P
P.
is junk. He gave himself that nickname. I can't get on board.
apparently, they're saying the Bulls should trade Joakim Noah,
I heard that.
because they got Bobby Portis, the rookie,
Nikola Mirotic.
Who's out for a while.
Taj Gibson. They got him. So
Yeah, I honestly think
Yeah,
there'll be some moves
get
coming
rid
up
of
here.
Noah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to trade him for Boogie, but I don't think that'll happen.
Boogie.
The pod loves Boogie.
yeah, we do.
Uh-huh.
We love and hate a lot of
But,
things.
we can talk about all the trade. I do think there'll be some big moves
Yeah.
that are happening. I mean, especially with this year's free agency. There are so many good players that are going to be free agents. And so those contracts, or I believe how it works is they're expiring. So a lot of teams can free up some salary cap for next year by getting rid of those contracts this year. And they're going to be free agents anyway. So if a team's probably not likely to sign one of their stars, they might just trade them to get an asset and be able to dump the contract and then let them sign with whoever they're going to sign with next year. So what teams do you think are in contention? Like, who do you think is going to make a trade? Or like what team, like what area of the NBA or what
I
teams?
heard the Hawks were looking to shop Jeff Teague. I think they were
Yeah,
looking to trade him.
Who are they gonna go? Who's he gonna go to? I saw that too.
I don't know. I just heard they were looking for trading for
Yeah,
him.
I saw that.
I just think some of those teams that are bubbling around like 3, 4, and 5 in their respective conferences are going to be the teams I think to look out for.
Yeah.
Because those are teams looking to make a push to
Yeah, I think
get up. So we're looking at in the East, we're looking at the Hawks, the Celtics,
The Heat
Bulls,
too.
maybe the Heat.
Yeah.
so yeah.
Because the 7th or 8th seed, they might just accept that. And then the West, we're looking at the Clippers, who I've heard trade Blake Griffin. I read an article about
Yeah.
that. The Grizz and the Mavs always making moves.
Mhm.
But the Milwaukee Bucks will not make any moves unless they trade Greg Monroe and Jabari.
I mean, I hope they make it to the playoffs, but I still don't see it. Sorry, Vix.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what they say for the Cubs fans.
Yeah,
though.
Justin Weber says Bucks NBA champs 2017.
Quoted, I believe, in the yearbook.
Yeah, you hear it here. You heard it here.
You bet.
Sorry.
Now we're going to move. I think we're going to shuffle onto some of the brains expertise in the X Games.
Yeah.
So you turn the X Games on for all of like 7 minutes, correct?
Yeah, basically, I wouldn't say it's my expertise if I've only watched it for 7 minutes. I
only
mean,
thing in yeah,
the only
oh,
thing
yeah.
I get like kind of mad when I watch the X Games because the commentators when they're Skylar knows this because we've talked about this in the past.
Let's go. Let's talk about it.
We're gonna
Just
bring up
now.
some of the past. So they they'd have like the snowboard cross or like half pipe whatever they
Yeah,
do,
the trick
and they do
ditches,
all
I
the
call
tricks. Yeah, and then like the commentators just say these like weird 360 alley
Nose grabs.
nose
Yeah,
grab.
no
Buttery
grab,
times.
360,
Not just like what?
juke, flip,
Like, I'm
20.
sorry.
Yeah, you got to know those things. I
Yeah.
know all those terms.
I'm
so
sorry.
when
Yeah,
I-
I do too. I'm gonna be shredded.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure like 97% of America doesn't even know what that means.
know about the amount that we're right on our fact check.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I think it's not. I think it's in the win. I'm okay. As a skier myself, I'm not happy with the way the spin to win is going. Spinning to win basically means like as many spins as you can do in the air and you win. It's just it's dumb. It doesn't look cool. You can't get styly.
Mhm.
I want big Shane McConkey backflips, and
Sean
nobody's gonna
White.
know who that is. But
No
Shane
idea.
McConkey does legendary backflips. Just all sprawled out, awesome backflips. And I'm down on the way things are going. I'm down on the trick ditch, aka a half pipe. All these spin to wins. But what we can say about the X Games is, I believe a 13-year-old won 2 gold medals for women's slope style and pipe.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. That's
Yeah,
insane.
that's crazy.
Or big air, maybe it was slope style and big air. That's 13 years old.
Yeah.
Getting
Yeah,
wild
no.
on some of those spins.
The X Games are interesting. I
agree.
like to watch skiing,
Yeah, I do
snowboarding,
watch,
the
yeah.
snowmobiling. That all stuff's fun.
But I just don't like the spin to win.
Right.
and
Yeah.
against where free skiing is going. But that's just me. But I do like the X Games. I think it's a great
Yeah.
format for action sports because, you know, when I was growing up, for a while, those people like skateboarding and stuff, it was not seen as athletic. But those guys are athletes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they train hard.
Mm-hmm.
They do a lot of the things normal athletes do, and it's awesome that ESPN and even sometimes NBC will like throw like the Dew Tour out, and like that's good because those people like that
Yeah,
stuff. and
they need
that's-
recognition too.
That's absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
But
God, what do you? I see. There's a Halo 5. Apparently, when Colin turned this on, they were having a Halo 5.
Yeah, my
tournament.
first experience with the X Games over the weekend, I turned it on because there was nothing else to watch on a Sunday morning, I believe. So there was a Halo 5 tournament recap, and there was, I think it was like something like 8 teams from around the globe competing in Halo 5.
I'm
And
down on that.
it was, I don't know.
That shouldn't be on the.
You just thought it was funny because they were like commentating and
So,
whatnot.
oh my god, yeah, the commentators were going absolutely nuts.
Like,
It was just
like
unbelievable.
bananas?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were.
yeah,
They were
yeah.
yelling, like almost as loud as I'm yelling right now.
About Halo. Vic,
Yeah.
What do you think about Halo tournaments on the ESPN?
I never even heard of the game, so I wouldn't have any opinion
What do you
on
think
that.
about video games? Would you think ESPN should have who? Sorry, I didn't know we had a Travis Diener bobblehead in here.
Yeah, that's mine. That's mine. When he played at Marquette.
Yeah, Marquette basketball. Travis Diener.
Yeah, Vix.
I apologize, Vix. I was asking a question. I just lost my mind. Travis Diener. What, isn't he?
Yeah, I went to a basketball camp in Fondy where he was there.
Yeah, wasn't he from Fond du Lac or something?
Didn't he? Wasn't he playing for the D League
Yeah.
for the Trailblazers at one time? I
I think
thought
so.
Yeah.
But Vix,
Anyway.
ESPN should be showing video game tournaments.
No.
Stick to sports
Yeah.
That's
got
good
that
publicity
right,
for
Neil.
game
You
for
got
gamers,
that
though, I
right.
guess.
for gamers, but
Professional gamers.
professional gamers. Okay,
Yeah,
we're just planning
more
some
of
strategies against the ESPN or against the
Synergy
pod.
Pod.
I'm lost right
We're
now.
not going to
Somehow,
stop. Yeah.
Okay.
We're back.
Should we go on to the NHL?
Yeah, well,
though?
that
Chow.
concludes our
Puck.
our X game coverage.
Yeah.
for the year.
But
Maybe next year we'll go to Aspen.
yeah, you might see us there.
Yeah.
All right.
Or I'll just take some videos when I'm up in Houghton this week and
yeah.
share them with.
Sad videos of you salads.
No, you're gonna be seeing me shredding, hitting the slopes. I'm gonna be getting air, doing back scratchers.
Yeah, right,
Yeah, get
Brady. Yeah, right.
720
No,
tail
you're yelling.
grabs.
Tyler's got to work the mic because you're yelling.
Stop lying, Brady.
Stop lying. The NHL All-Star Game, 3-on-3 tournament. I was a fan.
Epic.
I thought it was pretty cool.
That
Yeah.
was awesome. Yeah.
I saw there was a lot of like breakaways down the other end of the
Yeah,
ice.
we wanna
'cause
see
everyone's-
action.
It was awesome.
Yeah, that's what makes it fun.
Goalies
you know?
making insane saves.
Yeah,
And
Just-
that's
the goalies played out of this world in the final in the 3-on-3. I think
Yeah.
it was the final was 1-0.
yeah.
really,
That's crazy.
One
Yeah,
nothing.
and that's good for an All-Star game. That way, it's just not all offense, you know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I
The
recall
goalies.
Yeah.
I recall the final score of the All-Star game last year was like 21-15.
See, that's not fun to watch.
I like exciting hockey. I like
Yeah.
spectacle, but I like saves. I don't like any sieves. Another word
Sieve.
banned by the WIA.
Yeah.
Civ.
Sieve.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good format. I think hockey's an actual awesome sport. I mean, people watch the playoffs, but a lot of people don't know is that the playoffs or the regular season is also exciting.
The best part about the All-Star game is that Mike Emmerich was calling it.
And Emmerich is the
Unbelievable.
best. Emmerich is the best.
hands down.
I wish he would call the NBA playoffs.
There's
the
no one
NHL
better.
playoffs.
No one better in the sports.
And like we didn't have
broadcasting.
to listen to Joe
Maybe-
Buck and Aikman.
Yeah.
What if we
Thank
get
goodness.
Emmerich and Rafferty on the call
Oh,
together
jeez.
in any sport? Literally, could be
All of
tennis.
them.
Could
Yeah,
be.
all-
I'd watch
yeah.
it.
Calling Wimbledon.
It'd be a good time.
Wimbledon.
Can you imagine Rafferty telling tennis players to get the puppies set?
Yeah. Get those puppies organized.
It'd be out of
Yeah,
control.
sweet, like a Belgian waffle.
And Maria Sharapova goes, man, man.
Saying things. It'd be
Yeah,
out of
that's
Oh
my God. But where were we? The NHL All-Star Game was good. I think the NHL's doing the right things, switching things up, trying to get people to watch. I think they did a great job with the All-Star Classics or the Winter Classics, or the outdoor games that people love to watch, love to go to. I think there's supposed to be one at Lambeau. I thought
really.
I had
That'd be
heard that
awesome.
somewhere,
Really.
or maybe Camp Randall.
Oh, either way, that'd be pretty awesome.
Get the Blackhawks
would.
up here for some outdoor
Yeah.
action.
Yeah,
Right.
Wisconsin.
We
is
need a
hockey team.
future team.
Yeah, we
NHL.
do. Yeah, we do.
The Milwaukee
Bring the
Lambeau.
NHL
Yeah.
to Wisconsin.
Yeah, we do.
Even if it's in Fond du Lac, we don't care where it is.
Here come the Bears.
Oh yeah, tonight, people. Huge 30 for 30. I'm the only Bears fan in the room. I got a Bears.
I was talking about the
fan.
Fondy Bears hockey team, but
Oh, I'm talking about the Bears now. I thought we were moving on. It was the
no,
next
no,
thing.
no, no, no. I was talking about the Fondy Bears.
That would be cool. What would a good Wisconsin? Think about that for next week, guys. What a good Wisconsin NHL franchise team would be.
All right,
But anyways, 30 for 30 Bears, 85 Bears tonight. Watch it.
Mike Ditka. Watch out.
No
Yeah.
thanks.
All right.
No thanks.
Watch it. It's good, Vix. But now,
Go
Now,
Pat.
Skylar,
what you've
introduce
all
yourself.
been waiting for.
All right, folks. Well, this week, as promised, we're gonna have cloth talk with our man Tyler Vixmer sitting back there, and this is about to be epic. We create a little intro.
Yep.
This is gonna be almost a weekly thing, I assume.
Monthly.
We hope.
Yeah,
Monthly.
monthly.
We'll see if he's got to cook chicken.
Yeah,
Everybody's
no, no.
ready.
We got a lot of stuff, so this is gonna be good. Well, here we go, folks.
Tyler Vixmer. This is Cloth Talk with your host, Tyler Vixmer. Covering all uniform and logo news in the world of sports.
Vix, you're on, buddy.
Okay, welcome to Cloth Talk. I am your host, Tyler Vixmer.
This
We are here to talk about 10 sports, 10 articles that have a lot to do with sports and jerseys today.
Which is some of your favorite stuff, right, Vix?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, that's what you're looking on every day during every hour on your computer, and then you
Oh, really?
quick when the teacher comes, you got to quick click on the other tab.
Oh, really? All right.
But I'm a little jealous because I don't have intro music like
Yeah,
you do, Tyler.
yeah.
All right, on with the cloth talk. I'm
Okay,
excited for
let's
this.
get started. We got new spring training jerseys and caps for the MLB, for MLB's spring training this year.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Vic showed me those. If you guys have a chance, go on, search that up right now. Some new logos, actually, right, Vic's on the hats and jerseys?
Yeah,
Yeah, they look
like
pretty
on
cool.
some of them, okay, like, but not all. Like
Right, yeah.
some have like past logos like incorporated into the jerseys, like the White Sox,
Yep.
Brewers.
Right? Mm-hmm. I did see that. And the Rays have a kind of a new thing.
Yeah, they got like the Sunburst logo.
Yeah, yep.
Are these available for purchase now, or
I think they are, Neil.
like probably MLB.com or something like that?
Yeah, I think MLB
Yeah.
Shop.
I was reading an article online too that like ranked the spring training jerseys and caps like from
Who got number one?
Ooh.
I can't remember,
Yeah,
but
those
I think
are
the Brewers
some-
were in like the
That
top
is
5.
some new.
What's that look
new.
like? Show me that.
I think the Royals actually got number 1.
I like KC.
hats. Like
Yeah, Vix, are you going to get in on
Those jerseys are cool too.
Uh-huh.
Good find, Vix.
Are you going to get any of the? Are you going to get any Brewers gear from this?
I might.
Yeah.
But one of the coolest ones I think is the orange Detroit
Yep.
Tigers.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Tigers,
pretty
yeah.
awesome.
That one is.
He
pretty
told
cool.
me
I
about
like
that. He's like, he wants to get that hat.
Detroit baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get that hat, Vix.
I know it looks pretty cool.
What do we got next? What do we got for cloth?
Okay.
What's coming up?
As before, I said like the glove is back with the Brewers.
back.
Yeah. So the
Ball and
glove.
glove is life.
Yeah.
Love is life.
Yeah. So apparently, it's going to be their blue jerseys with Milwaukee. Am I correct, Vix?
Yes, you are.
And then their hat's going to have like the MB, the old logo.
Oh.
And it's going to be like that kind of goldish blue, like that dark blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to like say it's like their current navy blue that's been in their color scheme since 1994, but with their original yellow from the early days.
Oh, that's kind of cool. The
Yep.
navy, but I think the Brewers are going to need a flashy jersey to actually get some people in the stands because that team is basically going to be like a minor league team.
Hey, but one thing they do have is great food.
True.
I love their
You got
food there.
that right.
Yeah.
True. So the Brewers get new stuff. What's next here, Vix? What do we got?
Okay, some news for you NCAA fans. The Kentucky Wildcats will be unveiling new jerseys tomorrow at 10:30.
AM.
Yes.
So you guys heard
Yeah.
it first here at Breaking News.
Yep, it's going to be like it's going to be live, and I got this news from their Twitter account.
Twitter account. Brady's going to love that. He loves the Kentucky.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Go Wildcats.
10:30.
I also heard that they're like having like a tweak logo, like a UK logo, That's gonna be tomorrow. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I can look at it on their Twitter page, Vix?
Yes, you
They
can.
they showed the pictures?
I think they did.
Okay, all right, I'll look.
So if you want the latest Kentucky threads,
Yeah,
check that out.
check that out.
Okay, and next on the list is the NFL Color Rush jerseys will be continuing the next year.
Can you tell us about that a little bit?
It's just like
That was the Bills and Jets jerseys, right?
yes.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Like people were having problems with color blindness.
Yeah.
We're just having problems seeing them.
Yeah, and what do you think of that ketchup and mustard game? That was the Buccaneers and the Rams.
Rams, yeah.
That'll be like the last game the St. Louis Rams ever played.
Yeah.
Is color versus color.
Ketchup and mustard.
Yep.
That's what it was. That's literally go back.
Red mustard, yellow ketchup. Vix.
Yes.
hmm
Yeah, Vix. Like, and we're talking right now about how amazing it is. Skylar told the story about Bucky going to Under Armour.
Yeah, before not it's good. They went to it last 2015. He told me about this in 2014.
Not even announced.
Yeah, I was hearing rumors about it, and they just like officially announced it. So I just told you like days about like when they like almost officially announced it was when like the Badgers were playing in the Final Four last year.
Yeah.
Like they were like talking with Under Armour representatives. So
Okay. All right.
that was like the main story there.
Now we got into some Maple Leafs. What's going on there with the
Okay, the Toronto Maple Leafs have like a new logo for their centennial,
Okay.
which is their 100th anniversary.
Yeah, they're one of the original teams in the NHL.
Yeah.
Gotta remember the original six.
When's the NHL draft? Anybody know?
We're doing
I think
we're
it
doing
is
a
in
special for it.
Okay, we'll do a special.
around April or May.
Yeah, probably. It sounds
Okay, like those, and their new jerseys will be unveiled then.
Yeah.
Are they going to
And
wear
I'm
this
all-
season then?
Yes, and I'm also hearing that they're gonna be like wearing tons of throwbacks during the year.
Yeah.
So
All good.
What do you got
People
next?
love the throwback nights.
What's next?
okay, we got LeBron James wearing
Oh.
the wrong colored shorts, like the wrong
Yeah, I know, I
shorts during
actually saw
Saturday's
that.
game.
Did he get
Like
fined?
No, like he like changed them
about
after
this.
first team timeout during the game on against the Spurs on ABC on Saturday.
How did he get the wrong shorts?
Well, I don't know. They were wearing their throwback yellow jerseys, but while LeBron was like the only one wearing like the team's current yellow shorts.
So basically, almost the only difference was that there's a pattern down the ones that they were wearing, and then the other ones was just like a C in the bottom.
Near the knee. Okay.
So LeBron, gosh,
LeBrick.
my goodness,
LeBrick.
Columbia Fireflies, Vix. Tell me about that.
Okay, the Columbia Fireflies, the minor league baseball affiliates of the New York Mets, have like unveiled new jerseys that glow in the dark.
What? So does that mean they're gonna play baseball in the dark?
Yeah, they just going to shut the lights off for like intros or something?
That
I don't know. They
fits their
could.
name though.
Yeah.
Fireflies.
I agree.
Oh, true.
Minor league
Brain.
baseball has the
Hey,
best team names.
I agree. And I'm telling you guys, if for those of you, go to minor league games. It's awesome. There's great food.
Go
good
T-Rats.
baseball. I mean, the Tim
like the
Rattlers.
T-Rats.
My brother used to live in Saginaw, Michigan, and they had Dow Chemicals. They had the Great Lakes Loons is what they were called, and it was an awesome experience. I went to the game and it was great. T-Rats, Madison Mallards, everybody, or the Mallards, yeah, all good stuff.
Nice.
Get there. Now the Penguins, what do they got now?
Okay, I'm hearing that they're getting new jerseys for next year that will incorporate their retro color scheme of black and yellow. Cue the Wiz Khalifa reference.
So kind of So kind of like
I was gonna go a la Mario Lemieux and Yamir Yager.
Yamir.
Jaromir Jagr.
Yeah, and that's just kind of like the Pittsburgh Steelers, that black and yellow, right, Vic?
That's Pittsburgh's colors.
I'm
Yep.
hearing it might be like based on their current third jerseys that they wear like on occasions.
Yeah, I've seen those. Okay.
The alternate. The Penguins jerseys were hot. I mean, back when Mario Lemieux was killing it, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Now some big news though, Vix. Some
Okay,
big breaking
like,
news. You're hearing it first on the pod, guys.
Adidas will be the NHL's uniform provider next year for like all teams.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Adidas?
Yeah, when is
To be fair, like,
Adidas?
Nike and Reebok recently got into the hockey game. Maybe Adidas is following suit.
Well, right.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, because with the NFL, it used to be the Reebok and then Nike. So like, and then the NBA is that,
I think Adidas.
or is that Adidas? Or
Yeah, it's Adidas right now,
Maybe it's
but
Adidas.
I'm hearing it's Nike like in after next year.
For
Of
the
course,
NBA?
only you would
Yeah.
hear it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
not
no more sleeve jerseys, we hope.
no No more what jerseys?
Sleeve
jerseys. Like the Warriors?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah.
Get those
What
out
do you
of
think
there.
about those Vicks?
Get those out.
Yeah, and like how do you
Get 'em
feel
out.
about like when the Trailblazers wear jerseys that say Rip City on it? Like, yeah.
Eh, I kind of like it, but I kind of don't.
And then what about like Clutch City with the Rockets?
That's pretty sweet.
They're not.
It would be nice if they were actually clutching those jerseys.
Good point.
Vic,
Cheddar.
One quick off the topic cloth talk stuff. But first off, I love this segment. By the way, love the cloth talk. What is your least favorite uniform of all time? I don't even. I'm gonna have to think of mine.
I think you got to think it. I know mine.
That's a tough question, Neil.
I got mine.
Can it be like a set of jerseys, like not just a?
Yeah, it can be
particular-
anything.
Can we all answer this question?
Yeah,
too?
I agree.
Go
I think we
ahead.
should.
I gotta go. My worst is like the turn ahead the clock jersey that the MLB like had in 1999.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, like teams like
look 'em
this
What is the name of that?
Turn of the clock.
turn ahead the clock jerseys. Like they had like very outrageous jersey designs. Like
Here it is.
it was like
No.
big logos everywhere. It was like
Really?
it's like
I'm looking it up.
that's what people from 1999 like thought the future of baseball was going to.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's like terrible.
Oh my God,
Oh my goodness. Yes,
They're
you're
just like
cor-
massive
Vix,
logos.
You're
Yeah.
correct about
Just
that.
Vix, that is the
Blown up.
worst.
The logos
Yeah,
are
that
just
is-
blown up.
That is terrible.
Uh huh.
Who wants to go
You are
next?
the man
I'll
on
go,
the
I'll go.
inside.
Okay,
I-
Ken.
Yes, I am.
Not a fan of the NBA Christmas Day jerseys.
Oh,
I actually
yeah.
like
Those
them
are
this year.
ugly.
This year with
I actually liked them this year.
With the exception for this year.
Oh, I-
the last 2 years before that with the
Oh, I didn't
sleeves-
like this
the
year's.
sleeves and then the first names on the back. What?
Yeah, Carmelo,
Kristaps.
Dwayne.
I wish he was in the league
Dwayne,
back then.
LeBron,
Wayne Wade.
Kevin, like Kevin. Kevin. That's all that's on
Kevin, here we
Which
go.
one is it?
Kobe.
Kevin or Durant? We
All right,
don't know.
Nielsen, you.
Mine is easily the 1996 All-Star NBA jersey.
wow.
This thing is hideous.
Oh, goodness.
Straight garbage.
I actually like those. Like the
The
choice of
Space
deal-
Jam jerseys are better.
I gotta take this up to the camera.
Well, they are
Shut up,
classic.
camera. Show-
You know that
Show
for
our
sure.
viewers what they're getting
Show
into
us our
here.
views, Neil.
focus.
Look at that.
Sadness.
Straight out of the 90s. I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah, no, this is my one.
Yeah.
Okay, so, folks, Hawaii unveiled their rainbow jerseys this
What is
year.
that?
Oh, I hear about that. They have like a rainbow
Rainbow
design.
stripe on their jerseys. I'm not a fan of that.
That's,
Show the people, Brady. Show the people.
He'll knock over all his buckets.
If you can see,
ghetto
but
buckets.
I just think those
That
are
was like a-
absolutely hideous. What about you, Vix?
Yeah, just didn't like that. Okay, I get like the Rainbow Warriors reference from that, but I just didn't like it.
That'll happen. It was Sky. Who do you got?
The Buccaneers creamsicle uniforms.
Those aren't that bad.
I hate them.
Well, are they really as bad as the current Buccaneers jerseys?
Yeah, the current ones are way worse than those.
No, I like these are the I like the current ones. Look at that.
The alarm clock numbers?
The alarm clock
So, yeah, you don't like the creamsicle jerseys?
No, I
Yeah,
I
not the
really
biggest
couldn't. That's
fan.
I gotta go with Skylar on this.
People
So-
listening.
I'm gonna be honest. That's the first thing that came to mind. I'm gonna look something up. I'll bring it back next time though.
Yeah, I think people tweet in. Tweet at us your worst jersey of all time.
Oh, please
Tweet right
do.
now.
Please,
And we'll
just
just
do it.
and we'll try to tally up some totals. We got to get maybe like a survey monkey
Yeah,
going.
even if you're listening right now, if you're gonna listen later on SoundCloud, again
Just-
we're on SoundCloud.
You're on SoundCloud.
Yeah, or we're not in the drive anymore. So SoundCloud, if you're gonna go on there and listen, definitely tweet us in that jersey, no matter when it is.
Email us, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Get a hold of us. Facebook us, whatever. Maybe we'll put up a question on Facebook. What's your worst jersey of
Or
all
on
time?
Twitter, yeah.
Or on Twitter. And
We
you guys
can do it, yeah.
be in the
Both.
Twitter
We're
polls
gonna
and
we're gonna
stuff.
do both.
Yeah, we're trying to get all the social medias, and we all we got to thank for this is Vix's cloth talk. Vix, thanks again for your cloth talk, and we're going to bring you back. We got some always jerseys, always apparel news. People are signing clothing deals all the time, and our man Tyler Vixmer is going to be in on that and give you all the information.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, you bet. You bet.
See you
Back
next time.
Now to the NFL.
Oh, and one other thing I'd like.
sorry.
I just remembered this. This goes back to the NBA, but I believe the Warriors visited the White House today.
Why?
Just-
Because of the
I don't know.
championship last year?
Yeah,
Probably,
the
yeah.
championship, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Obama's
just-
a big basketball fan, too. He's
Uh-huh.
probably jacked about that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
him
Next-
and his NCAA tournament.
Whoever is the president next year will get to meet the Spurs.
Yep.
Go
Spurs.
Go.
Go Warriors.
Come on, get out of here.
But now, NFL Super Bowl is this Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday.
the 7th.
Go Carolina Newtons.
It's the hype man's birthday, by the way. Got to give a
Yep,
shout
Sunday?
out.
It
Yep.
is, yep.
Yep.
Hey, you heard about what Archie Manning said to Manning today?
Archie Manning said to Peyton Manning?
Yeah, like he like
Father to
said
son.
that he was like a little disappointed that he's like getting hurt like all this time. Like he like never became like the great quarterback that he could have been. Like,
That's what Archie said to his son?
like that's what I'm hearing. Like there's like some reports from ESPN.
Well,
like,
whatever you
saying
hear, it's
Yeah,
mainly
Vix,
true.
it's got to be true.
it might be just true.
Vix,
Okay?
we're 97% true. Vix is 100% true.
Yeah.
You got that
I've
right.
had to fact check
Yeah.
like almost every one of Vixie's statements, and he said just
They've
It's
been
all
correct.
true.
It's all
yeah,
correct.
it's all true.
Big Super Bowl. I'm not as excited as I think I should be about it.
Oh, really? Because I'm jacked. I mean, I just think it's going to be a great game. I mean, Denver, they got great corners, so I just think this is going to be a great game, as well as Carolina. They have good corners too and good linebackers.
Mhm.
I just think defense and offensive wise, probably the best two teams in the best two teams in the
At least
National Football
I'll give you
League.
defensively for sure.
Oh, but like the Carolina offense, man, that's got some swagger to it.
You're right, but I think that
I know. I don't think Denver has a very stylistic offense that's like like Carolina.
did you just say Carolina's offense was swaggy?
Has swagger to
A
it.
swagger.
It has swag.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him Swaggio.
I mean, if we're gonna go
Yo.
Swag Newton.
doing picks,
Swag Newton.
I'm going with Carolina. I think Carolina's gonna win.
They're
I'm rooting for
Favored
Carolina.
by 5.5, I think, on the line.
I want the NFC.
Yeah, I'd also like to mention on our brackets over here, our man Tyler Vixmer, Cloth Talk expert,
Cloth Talk Vixie.
has taken home the title.
Yeah, without even the game being played.
Only had one wrong. Only has one wrong so far.
Yeah, curse you, the Chiefs. Curse you, Chiefs.
Yeah,
You don't get fired.
easy.
If you're listening to this, Cheeks, I'm sorry, but the Chiefs aren't good as they used to be.
They're not gonna
in
have a good
Super Bowl
day.
II.
Cheeks is not gonna have a good day.
No, no.
I had bad days. I did terrible on this.
Oh yeah.
But I'm still going with the Mannings.
I
Denver
think
Mannings.
I'm gonna have to take Carolina.
Yeah, I'll have to take Carolina.
Vix.
I'm sticking to my guns and taking the high-powered Panthers offense.
Yeah, you've been on the bandwagon for a while. I'm still not on it. Mannings. Don't dab. We're not dabbling in any dab today.
Yeah, Colin,
But
you
we
got to do
just
it. It's
dab
your
in the
quote,
dab.
man.
Just dab it!
Can't. I got a microphone balancing on my leg. It's too
Alright,
hard.
I got a
also,
bucket.
I'm just gonna mention this. Calvin Johnson decided to retire. Do we think it's a little too early?
Someone will pick him up. He'll be back.
I,
Oh, yeah, like Brett Favre.
Yep, it's Brent Favre. The you know who should? I saw my buddy put this on Facebook. The Packers should get him.
Oh,
I mean,
That
I
wide
think that would be a
receiver
good
out of
pickup for
control.
oh my
our.
gosh.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a good pickup for our offense. All right.
Jared
Oh,
Alfredaris and Jeff Janis are going to be healthy this year. We're going to just.
Not to mention Jordy,
Jordy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
the
and
other
Jordy.
white guy.
Wait, calm back,
The other white
Neil.
guy.
the other guy.
We are only getting
If
better
that's
from
Calvin,
here.
Megatron. Hey, also, Browns releasing Manziel. Thank God. March
Yeah,
9th.
about
yeah.
time.
Yeah, now the Bears can pick him up.
Or Dallas.
Of a nightmare.
Or Dallas.
Dallas is picking
Dallas will have RG3, Johnny Manziel, and Tony Romo.
and
And
Jamarcus Russell.
yeah, they're all prone for injury.
Bringing back Jamarcus Russell.
The nightmare that will never end. The Cleveland Browns.
God hates Cleveland. That's what I heard. So the Pro Bowl was on last week.
Sad.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, this is your section, Scott. You've been jacked up about this for years.
So I saw this picture on Twitter. I don't know who sent it out or who made it.
But they're just a genius.
But this is this is what
Just
it says.
genius.
It says things better. Oh, sorry. Things more exciting than the Pro Bowl. It's a
I'm
Bill
gonna show our
Belichick.
viewers. You can
Yeah, a Bill Belichick interview. The WNBA. The Titans and the Browns. That would probably be better, honestly.
the last one is choice.
And watching paint dry. That's probably the best one. But I think there's an article here, and we're not going to read all of them because some of them get a little inappropriate and a little
I really
extreme.
kind of want to say the one that we're
we
Do you wanna
can't
say
get
it?
fired. We can't get fired.
It's not like inappropriate.
Here,
But
Nielsen, life coach, go on there. I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
But
let's get some.
Colin
approval
started
from a higher
off. I'm going
power.
to use Colin
Where are we
started
on?
off.
Well, when are we going?
Okay,
It's
let
the
me-
first, the first
The
one.
first one. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up real quick here.
Ranking
We'll
the
get
49 Super Bowls?
No. It's things better to watch than the Pro Bowl.
Why can't the NFL
Okay.
All-Star game be like the NHL?
I agree.
I
Why
agree.
can't it be more
And
exciting?
no one wants to play it like Aaron Rodgers skipped it.
So we got shaving my legs is number 1. Apparently that's better than watching the Pro Bowl, which I
Bruh.
might agree to. I don't know. Filing my income taxes. Filing the income taxes. Yeah, that's just quite a hassle, but still less of a hassle than watching the Pro Bowl. Watching reruns of Barack Obama's State of the Union addresses for the past 8 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of politics as
Yeah.
it is, but still better than the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. Also, apparently better than the Pro Bowl is waterboarding myself. I don't
You'd
understand
rather basically drown
That's
yourself.
very extreme. That's very extreme.
To be honest, though, my favorite is the next one, watching Home and Garden TV with my mother, who watches everything on that channel.
Yes.
And my mom, Jan, watches everything on that channel all day, every day.
Especially House Hunters International.
And Property Brothers. And I'm ashamed that I know that. It is better than watching the Pro Bowl, though.
And babysitting my neighbor's oh so annoying kids. Could be one.
Yeah.
Immersing myself in any one or 20 of the 7,000 game and or app requests from my friends on Facebook. Mowing the lawn and pulling weeds. That's also one. Cleaning the gutters and washing the windows.
Number 10 is a
And
gem.
this is a gem. This is quite a gem. And this is probably better than watching the Pro Bowl is finding a date on farmersonly.com.
You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
Yeah, that's cool.
We provide you sports and comedy here on the pod.
But the Pro Bowl's weak. Either way, I think the pod is down on the Pro Bowl.
Yes.
Can we officially say that?
Yes, we are.
The pod is just down on the Pro Bowl. We'd rather watch.
I was watching
NHL.
Badger games, so I didn't care.
We'd rather watch NHL.
True. I was doing that too.
I don't care.
So continuing on with the NFL, what are we going to do? Are we going to rank?
We're ranking. Well, we're just
worst ways to lose.
We're gonna rank the 49 Super Bowls.
Only 10 of
on
them.
our Super Bowl.
Okay.
On our Super Bowl edition
Yep.
here.
I wish we had nachos to go along with our Super Bowl edition.
Yeah.
We need some nachos in here.
So we're going to rank the top
Nacho
10
cheese
Super Bowls of all time.
So number 1 on the list is Super Bowl 25, one of the Four Falls of Buffalo.
Oh, that's a great 30 for 30.
Mm-hmm. I've yet to watch that.
Oh, it's good. And the kicker missed the field goal.
Yeah.
There it
What
is.
was
The
his name?
picture's right there.
I know. But I just watched this. But what is that? I forgot the kicker.
The lasting
Scott
memory
Norwood.
of a
Scott
Bills
Norwood.
fan
There's a
right
40
there.
The what, Vix?
The lasting memory of a Bills fan right there.
Yeah.
The lasting
Look
memory.
at what folks, you gotta see what my mother sent into me about a bad jersey attire.
Oh my god.
What is it?
That's my dad's old jersey back in 70s, 80s. His Mount Calvary basketball jersey I was wearing.
Oh my goodness. Brutal. Wow.
We're going to retweet this.
Oh my god. Send that to me.
I'll send that to you guys.
Jordan Olhoff also tweeted at us he says, quote unquote, straight garbage Philadelphia Eagles uniforms, and these are the yellow and blue ones.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, those are some bad ones too.
Oh yeah, those are ugly.
We're going to
yeah,
give this a week, guys.
everywhere.
Don't worry. Next week, we'll try to get tweet them in. And we'll try to get your jerseys on the air.
These are just brutal.
That is that's
it's-
terrible.
this
Show
is
the
real.
viewers. Show the viewers on the
Which one? The
camera.
Yeah, show them, Colin.
the Eagles one?
Just show them.
All right.
They're not gonna be able to see.
Yeah, what's the next Super
Okay,
Bowl?
well,
Super Bowl.
yeah, Scott Norwood missed that 47-yard field goal. Yeah. Next one is the one this last year's
49.
where the Patriots beat the Seahawks 28-24. That was a great
That was
game
a great Super Bowl. Yeah.
until the end where,
All you had to do
Actually,
was
about-
hand the ball off, not throw it into the Patriots. What were you thinking?
Vic's getting nutty.
Yeah. Oh my
Sad
God.
part is the Belichick's one.
Yep.
Yeah, oh,
Deflate
Belichick.
gate.
unfortunately
I'm
we
alright
hate
with
the
that.
Belichick.
We're down on the Belichick's.
Super Bowl 13 comes in at number 3 with the Pittsburgh Steelers beating the Dallas Cowboys. I love it anytime the Cowboys get beat.
Oh yeah, easily.
The Steel Curtain, as they were called back in the day, won that one.
Number 4, the New England Patriots beat the St. Louis Rams 22-17,
Tom Brady
February
had a good
3rd, 2002.
36.
Tom
Brady and
Brady
Belichick forever.
Bill Belichick.
Belichick.
Apparently,
This next one.
apparently the Rams were the greatest show on turf, and Bill Belichick slowed them down. Belichick's.
This next one. Plaxico Burress. I don't know if anyone
One of the
No,
greatest
no,
catches
no,
in
that
Super
wasn't-
Bowl history right
catch
there.
Well, Plaxico
Plaxico
Burress
Burress.
caught. He caught the touchdown. I don't know
Yeah.
who this guy is.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, no, that catch.
Plaxico Burress catch is out of control.
Yeah, where
The
he
head
caught
catch,
it on his head.
helmet.
That was ridiculous. That was ruined for the Giants.
It was out of hand. The Super Bowl that where the St. Louis Rams beat the Tennessee Titans, and the Tennessee Titans had they were an inch away from getting caught. Mike Jones was stopped. Or Rams linebacker Mike Jones stopped Kevin Dyson 1 yard shy of the end zone as time expired to preserve the St. Louis win. That game was epic. Year 2000.
Yeah, wasn't. I was only like 2. So I was only 2 years old.
Oh, I watched it. I
Back
remember
when we
watching
were babies.
I was in Shakey's basement in Portage, Wisconsin. My buddy Shakey, we were watching that
P-Town.
game. My buddy Tad is a huge Tennessee Titans fan, and we were just giving him the business that they lost. I hated the Rams too, though. I mean, we hate the Rams.
Yeah.
Displaced Oiler fans.
Number 7, Super Bowl 3. New York Jets beating the Baltimore Colts. That's a little Joe Namath action for you kids. Ooh, Super Bowl 8. We're getting into little. Or number 8,
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice. I believe this is Steve Young, or maybe this is
Joe Montana.
It's Montana's age. Yes. Super Bowl, the 9th best Super Bowl. Ooh.
Patriots and the Panthers.
God,
32-29. I think they won it on a field goal at the end.
Vinatieri field goal, I
Yeah.
believe. What a legend.
Steelers Cardinals.
Oh yeah, yes.
That was a good
That
one.
was a very good game. Santonio Holmes.
Tiptoe in the end zone.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
So that is your top 10 Super Bowls, folks.
I want to see where the 2010 Super Bowl, when the Packers won, I want to see where that one ranks.
I think maybe
Number 18.
number 18.
When they beat the Steelers 31-25.
What about 1997 against the Patriots, Colin?
They did
Yeah.
too. I don't know where that Super Bowl is.
Yeah, I
think
wonder
that's
where the
gone.
one is when the Harbaugh brothers played each other and the lights
yeah.
went out.
Oh.
What one is
I
that?
saw
Right?
that.
Right.
I'll get there.
Okay,
Right
we're gonna go right to the
It was number 12, Brady.
Number 12.
Super Bowl history, greatest players, 1 to 10. I think we're just gonna do 1 to 5. We're running a little short on time.
Yep.
Yeah, break this
So
down
it's
for
been
us,
an
Sky.
But okay, so the 10th best player in Super Bowl history, Steve Young. He won 2 Super Bowls.
With the 49ers.
With the 49ers, yeah. Number 9, Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
He won 3 Super Bowls with the St. Louis Rams.
And the
Oh,
Cardinals.
sorry, 3 Super Bowls total with the St. Louis Rams and the Arizona Cardinals combined. Number 8, Eli Manning.
The underdog.
Yeah.
God, I still hate Eli Manning.
2
I can't get
Super,
on board
2
with him.
Super Bowls. Number 7.
Tom Coughlin is
Number 7, Terry
is gone
Bradshaw.
now.
4 Super Bowls with the Pittsburgh Steelers. 6, John Elway. Wow. 5 Super Bowls with the Denver Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Emmitt Smith. 3 Super Bowls with the Dallas Cowboys. He was just a beast
Running
back in the
back.
day. Number 4, Jerry Rice.
Legend.
He's a legend.
4 Super Bowls
Yep.
combined with the 49ers and the Oakland Raiders. 3, Joe Montana. 4 Super Bowls with the 49ers.
QB.
Number 2, QB. Number 2, Troy Aikman, also a
I
quarterback.
don't like him.
Egg
He's
bake.
terrible at announcing.
3 Super Bowls with the
Him and Donald
Dallas,
Trump have the same color skin.
with the Dallas
True.
Cowboys, and unfortunately, number 1 is the Belichick's Tom Brady.
No, he's a legend.
Oh.
He's a legend.
Uh,
Touchdown! Unbelievable!
he
six
deflates footballs.
6 Super Bowls with the New England Patriots.
He can't even wear all his rings on one hand.
That's amazing.
6
That's,
Super
give
Bowls
it up
is
for him.
Pretty
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah,
though.
that's
I mean,
very
that's
impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now we're gonna
And
the
he's
worst.
playing.
Can we talk about the garbage of Coldplay playing the halftime show?
Sure.
I'm not a
That's
fan.
garbage.
I don't know.
I don't.
I'll
think they're
give
pretty good.
you my dirty little secret.
Dirty little
That's not even
secret.
Coldplay.
Oh, that's not Coldplay.
That is not.
Oh.
No.
Boo, buddy,
I'm-
boo.
But I mean, I don't really like Coldplay. I think there's way better bands out there than
I'm a
Coldplay.
fan.
What about the Black Eyed Peas?
That was garbage.
Yeah, I just didn't like that
I like
halftime
the-
I think
performance.
Tom Petty.
Beyonce's performing at halftime too. Also.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
I
Tom
like
so.
Petty
the
and the
Rolling
Heartbreakers.
Stones. People hated it. I love Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
I don't like any of this.
Stain.
The only person I would want to on the halftime show is Cheddar to Connect.
What about Phil
Katy
Collins?
Perry.
Katy Perry's bad. The Left Shark was
Kitty
too
Perry.
much play.
What
Phil
about
Collins
DJ
would be-
Khaled?
Phil,
DJ Khaled.
Phil Collins would be epic. That'd be a great show.
Oh, yes.
If Mike Tyson was also there, punching
Oh,
people.
Mike Tyson.
Now,
the drum
folks,
solo.
to end the show, we're gonna get worst ways to lose in the playoffs, and the first one
Oh, this was
It was
brutal.
within the playoffs.
This year.
Steelers Bengals. For those of you who don't remember, the Bengals fumbled the ball, giving the Steelers the football at about the 50-yard line-ish. Now, Vontez Burfict got you could say a dirty hit to the head on Antonio Brown. That was a 15-yard penalty. And then Adam Pac-Man Jones tried to shove Steelers assistant coach Jerry Porter. Another 15 yards. That sets up the field goal. Steelers win the ball game.
That's out of
Unreal.
control.
Because it was poor playing by the Bengals.
Oh, and then
Bartman! Bartman!
life coach, you can. Yep.
Avert your eyes, Neil! Avert your eyes!
There I was.
What were you doing on the day of that game, Neil?
I was watching the game. I went to the game that was after that game. 2003.
What was your reaction after Bartman and Wyndham Mullins scored all those runs in that game? You just felt...
It was unbelievable.
You just felt a heart drop
NFC
and you started
champion,
crying.
Not the NFC.
The NL.
The NLCS.
NLCS.
Thank you. I'm so this hurts me. I didn't even know this was coming up, and now I'm blindsided. There I was,
It's
a
okay,
Cubs
Packer
fan
fans will get it later.
for the ripe old age of 20 years. I believe I was 20. I can't fact check that.
Fair enough.
And Bartman just got a raw deal. I mean, he did anything that any fan would do, but he just ruined what Chicago fans have been waiting for, and he gets the blame. He was a scapegoat. And it's funny that I used the word goat because an actual goat was blamed for the other loss and the curse of the goat. But Bartman was just a scapegoat, but it was so heartbreaking as a Cubs fan. To have a fan essentially stop a ball that Moises Alou could have catch. I mean, we had everybody. Wood, Pryor, all the hitters were roided up at the time.
Can it just happen again, please?
No, you got.
I want to happen. I want to let that happen again. I want to watch a Cubs fans' misery continue.
I'm leaving.
All right. Well, the next one is
Vic's Brewers didn't
the
do
Los
too
Angeles
hot this
Lakers
year,
blow a
buddy.
24-point lead in the NBA Finals. I was watching. There's a video to all these folks. This is courtesy of Bleacher Report, and this game is literally unbelievable. The Lakers look like they have it in control, and then the Celtics just rally back. I think the Celtics went on a 21-0 run.
Let's go,
just
Celtics.
unbelievable, and they ended up winning the game.
Unbelievable.
So it says, for those of you who watched it on TV and thought it was over, shame on you. Yep. Shame on you. Because when it comes to playoffs, nobody quits in the NBA. Well, maybe some of them do. I don't know.
The Sixers quit before the season starts.
Okay, this is literally the worst. Colin, please.
This hurts.
Yeah, this really
Bostic. This really hits home.
Brandon or Brian Bostic. Love the fella. He's my favorite NFLer of all time.
You were supposed to block, Bostic.
Yeah, not catch the ball.
I don't even know if we can explain that.
Bostic.
Because people know about that.
This is unreal.
Still hurts.
We're gonna. Yeah.
You had
Doesn't
one
matter.
Just like
job.
this year's
Yeah, you had one
loss.
It
job.
fuels my hatred for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I can't
We
like
hate
them,
the
even though I have
Seahawks.
Russell Wilson. I can't.
Oh, the next one, Utah Jazz, buried by Michael Jordan's game winner in the NBA Finals. That was
The flu game.
Yeah.
The flu game.
Yes.
Jordan is a legend.
Yes,
And
Jordan just
Legendary
baller
flu
for
game
life.
by Michael Jordan.
Oh, and then this year, folks, in the game to go to the NFC Championship, when Blair Walsh missed that 27-yard field goal.
Just a chip shot. I had a good shot at making that field goal.
Yeah. Oh,
He had one job.
One- yeah.
One
You have
job.
one
if you're a
job.
kicker.
Yeah, that laces out
The kicker
Dan.
potentially can be the most hated player in
Yeah.
sports
Practice
football, 'cause
that
they only
all
have one job.
season, okay?
Scott
They
Norwood
just
is
do
the
that
same
one
thing.
job.
And that will be the way that your season will be remembered.
This one hurts
Blair
me.
Walsh.
The Spurs can't make one free throw to close out the NBA Finals against, I believe, the Heat.
Miami.
That game was, I was really wanting this, and that really started my love for the Spurs because I hate LeBrick. But they couldn't make it. They just played like garbage, but they came back and just dominated the snot out of them 2 years ago. What do we got here? Coming up for Boston Bruins fall victim to 2 goals in 17 seconds and lose the Stanley Cups to one and only Chicago Blackhawks.
Oh, I remember watching
I
that
remember
game.
that too.
17
Andre Fleury.
Oh, that was madness.
Madness is how I would describe it.
Oh, this.
Oh,
against the
yes.
U. Against
You gotta
the
watch
U.
this 30 for 30. It's a good 30 for 30.
Is it the U part 2?
Yeah, I think it's okay, all right. What? Yes, this is definitely the U part 2 because this is in the 2000s, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah. This is part 2.
But yeah,
Still don't think it's an interference.
Miami Hurricanes end up on one of the most questionable pass interference calls ever. And honestly, if you didn't go and watch this video,
Yeah, I've watched it about 50 times. I still really don't think it's a pass
No,
interference.
not at all.
But
no.
that was a long time ago, so.
Oh, this is a good one. England women's soccer score.
Oh, yeah.
Her own
Her
goal.
own goal. That would be like the most embarrassing, I think.
Oh,
I
think it's kind of funny.
to get
but-
kicked out of the World Cup. That was.
Oh,
You
man.
scored on your own goal.
And it was,
yeah,
an
and then their
extra, it was
team-
an extra time, too.
Yeah.
It was in.
It was an extra.
Yeah. It was,
That is just the worst.
That's out
that
of
is
control.
terrible.
Oh.
Just the worst way preseason end.
New York Yankees become history in the ALCS.
That was the series, and I remember watching that with
Oh, I remember watching that home run ball.
Boston. This is a great for 30 for 32. 4 days in October, where the Boston Red Sox came back from
Yes!
round 4
Yep.
to beat
That is
the
a
New
great
York
30 for 30.
baseball
Yep.
Yankees. I'm telling you guys, I've never been so into a series in my life.
Yeah.
I don't even like either of those teams. And me and my college roommates
Big
and I,
poppy,
using
folks.
proper English. Kurt Schilling's got a bloody sock.
Yep.
He's just pitching balls on roids.
Yep.
God, that was awesome.
Yeah. David Ortiz, just a man.
Yeah, Big Poppy.
Tennessee Titans end up 1 yard
We
short.
talked
Is
about
that the
in
Super Bowl?
That's
Yep.
the Super Bowl, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Texas
Oh,
Rangers.
yeah.
Can't
David
get,
Freese.
yeah, can't get the final strike to end the World Series. Oh my goodness. Seattle Seahawks
We
interception.
talked about that one.
Yeah,
And I think that's it.
that is it.
Worst ways to lose in the playoffs, guys.
Yep.
Well, I think that wraps us up for today, right?
Yeah.
I hope you all enjoyed
Pod
the pod.
deactivate.
Again, episode 9, Pod Wars. Pod deactivate.
Yeah. See you later, folks.